Get over here. It appears to me that she's been shot, beat, strangled, and run over.
So how do you think she died?
Are you sure you're a cop?
Hey, yes I am. See? Ross, go. I'm a cop.
Well, then get over here and help me fill out this paperwork.
Yeah, am I going to have to read?
By the discoloration of the skin, stiffness of joints, and body temperature, I'd say she's been dead about 2 hours. What time is it?
I hope so.
You've had enough donuts, Roscoe. How do you think we're going to get her out of here?
I don't know. I said we harpoon her and drag her out.
That's an illegal towing procedure?
Well, then what's your idea, Miss Smarty?
I have a trailer. We can put her in the back and haul her off.
No. She'll break my back. Can't lift her. But hey, Bubba's got a crane. I'll get her on that trailer.
Look at this. This is strange. I believe I found some evidence.
Well, you best put it back against yours.
There's lipstick stain on the pants. And there's a hole in the back of her shirt where the tag has been ripped out. And over here there's a drinking cup and a syringe.
Hey, look over there. There's some ashes. This is too complicated for me. I say we call it
Tic-tac-toe is too complicated for you. Let's call Detective Duckfeather before it gets too late.
It had been a month since Bertha Holstein's gargantuan body had been discovered. Since then, I hadn't really thought about it much. I was due for a vacation and planned to invest in a box of Havanas and book the first flight to Bermuda. I wasn't expecting what was about to happen. I was sitting in my office on a cold, rainy November morning, munching on a hoagie and reading Dennis the Menace. Suddenly, a dame walked in.
Mama, move! Who wants to know?
I'm Honey. Honey Zoo.
And I'm known as Pete Dunkfeather, but you can call me yours. Can I get you anything? Coffee? Hoagie? Or perhaps you'd like something a tall, handsome detective who wears silk underwear to bed.
Oh, kind of baloney, Duckfeather. I'm here about the Bertha Holstein case.
Really? Were you her friend?
She was my sister.
I see. Yeah, your sister's death was by far the strangest case of suicide I've ever seen.
But Donkey, I'm convinced it wasn't a suicide.
Don't tell me you think it was murder.
I think it was murder.
Oh, I told you not to tell me that.
Oh, Donkey, please help me. You're my only hope. I have nowhere else to turn.
But I'd have to reopen the case, and I was going to go on vacation, and I got a place to
If
sit down.
you reopen the case, I might just have to reward you.
Oh. Oh, really?
And if you succeed in finding out who the killer is, I might have to reward you.
Oh, goody.
Then it's settled. Call me when you find out, and Otis.
Yeah, baby.
Take care.
Oh, don't worry about me, sweetheart. If anybody gets fresh with me, I'll dash their head against the wall. I'll chop off their arms. I'll break their eardrums. I'll rip out their spleen so they're bleeding internally. And I'll shut up now because she's gone. What a day. And so began the strangest case I'd ever worked on in my entire career. Bertha Holstein.
Holstein.
Okay. Bertha Holstein had been shot, stabbed, strangled, beaten, and run over. Like any detective who was worth his salt, I dismissed the case as a suicide. But there was something in Honey's eyes that pleaded with me. She was convinced that it was murder. I decided that my first course of action would be to talk to the victim's ex-husband, Fred Holstein.
Holstein.
Right. The next jock, Holstein, was an able-bodied man, if not a smart one. You've heard of some athletes having football knee. This guy had football head. Whoa! How do you Fred? Your name's Otis Dunkfeather.
You play football?
Nope. Not a Neanderthal. So tell me, Fred.
Number 27.
What?
27, my number in high school. You call me that.
I have trouble remembering names. Can I just call you Abe?
I don't get it.
Didn't expect you to. What do you know about the death of your wife?
Not much. I really wish I'd never convinced her to run in that race. I loved her, man. Even if she did get in the way of practice every once in a while and tackle did happen.
Well, you were in the race. Did you notice anything suspicious?
I can't answer that.
And why not?
On account of I don't know what the last word you said means.
Well, do you know any of your whale's wife's friends?
Well, there is this one chick, $100. She might know something. She was Bertha's best friend.
$100, gotcha.
Hey, you want to stick around with me? I got Powerade over there.
No, thanks.
Oh, come on, Emmett Smith grease it.
Thank you, Fred, but I really must be going. But I look forward to the day when you run into a brick wall.
I might have guessed.
Excuse me. Hi. How do you do? I'm the son of the private eye. Your name, sir? Ernest. Ernest, right. All right. Mind if I ask you a couple of questions? Where were you last night? Answer yes or no. What were you doing there? Right. Well, thank you. You've been enormous help. I don't mind saying that I was a little frustrated. Holstein.
Holstein, Flatfoot.
Holstein's inability to comprehend anything other than a three-point stance left me with little information and no clue. I decided to try my luck with a lot of dollars.
Dinero.
Dinero, another one. By far the classiest and richest lady in the entire Western Hemisphere. I spoke to Lotto on her patio over a glass of champagne and some caviar. I'd wanted to talk inside, but she was afraid I'd get dirt on her $900 a yard carpet. You are, or rather were, Bertha Holstein's best friend, correct?
Yes, I am the Charlotte Dinero. But you may call me Lotta.
Very well, Lotta. Tell me about this relationship. How long were you and Bertha friends?
Oh, Bertha and I go way back. Ever since our days at Weatherford Junior College. From there, we went on to Ratcliffe. After my successful marriage, we did everything together. From shopping and dining, to yachting, and even skydiving.
Skydiving. How did they make the parachute? Did it take several years? I mean, how many people were killed in the process, lady?
Why, I just adored picking up in my Cadillac and taking her to play bridge every Tuesday at Cedarwood Country Club. It's a shame her remarkable life had to end so suddenly. Why, she was such a wonderful person. Everyone loved her. I am determined to see that she is honored with a memorial for her good to this community.
Well, you win the Sob Story Award. So, I take it that you and Bertha never argued. I mean, she never did anything that made you want to strangle that ham-like neck of hers.
Why, Mr. Dunkfeather, please. Obviously, your feeble mind cannot grasp the depth of our relationship. Bertha and I hardly ever quarreled. Although there was that one time she won that free cruise for two to Jamaica, and she decided to drag along her nothing of a husband instead of me, her best friend. But other than that, our arguments were few and far between.
Well, do you know of anyone who might have wanted her dead? Friends, relatives, Captain Ahab? What is that?
Well, now that you mention it, she did mistreat her butler. I recall one instance dining at her luxurious mansion, and she broke an expensive red oak chair. She made poor Ferdinand clean it all up, after all the back-breaking labor and cooking and who knows what else she makes him do. Well, Mr. Dunkfeather, if you have no further questions, I really must finish getting ready. I'm sure you can find your way out. Adieu.
Thank you, Miss Dinero. I can find my way out, and I will remember not to tease the guard dogs like last time. What are you staring at? What's the matter? You nervous? What are you, from the CIA? You got something to hide? Spill the beans, pal. I know you're guilty. Big Brother is watching you. Lotta Dinero. What a woman. She had a whole lot of everything, and I had a whole lot of caviar and Consequently, I was sick a whole lot of. The good thing that came of it was that I finally had a lead. Ferdinand, Bertha's abused butler, instantly became a prime suspect. I found Ferdinand at Bertha's house, rolled out on a chaise lounge, watching a croquet match and smoking a cigar that would have made Groucho Marx turn green with envy. Apparently, Ferdinand went on vacation with Bertha's Italian wives. Ferdinand. Yeah. I got a story that sounds like that. I'm here to ask you a couple of questions about your ex-employer. Bertha!
It was enormously tragic. She was such a kind woman.
Well, tell me about your relationship with the deceased. I mean, the deceased.
Yes, I was her butler.
Please. Well, tell me, did she ever make you angry? I mean, did she ever do anything that just made you want to take this protein melon and lunch her to death so that... Did she ever make you angry?
No.
What exactly did you do?
All I ever did was cook and repair the broken chairs.
So you're saying that she never made you angry at all?
No.
Thank you, Ferdinand. You've been very helpful.
However, there was a certain Miss Wan Fong, owned an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet, which she frequented often, and eventually almost put out of business.
Thank you, Ferdinand. You've been a great help.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? What is stuck feather? Okay. You ever eat at Miss Wonton's Chinese buffet? That's good. I wouldn't if I were you. You're wanted for dog napping, if you know what I mean. Did you ever know Bertha Holstein? Looked kind of like a Michelin tire guy, only not as attractive. Oh, you did? You knew her? Was she a good friend of yours? Just to be honest, I see you watching you look like a guilty judge. Oh, nuts, I thought to myself. I was sure that Ferdinand had done it. So far, I had a lot of suspects, but I wasn't getting anywhere. I decided to try my luck at Miss Wonton's Chinese buffet. Nice place if you enjoy bad service and buzzing food. Are you Miss Wonton?
Oh, yes, I am.
You're the owner of this toxic waste dump / web restaurant.
Oh, yes, all you can eat.
And were you acquainted with Bertha Holstein?
Holstein.
Berta.
Yeah, big woman resembled the Sherman thing.
Oh, yes, Berta. Oh, she ate here a lot.
So you're saying she was a regular?
She ate here a lot.
I know how you feel. Do you know of any reason as to why she would have committed suicide?
I know of none. Oh, Berta loves life. Oh, she loves food. Especially a Chinese food.
Oh, well, what time during the week did she come in usually?
Oh, usually after her workout with Rachel Simmons.
After her workout with Rachel Simmons. Gotcha. Thank you.
Oh, would you like a $4 buffet?
No, thank you.
But it's only $4, all you can eat.
I appreciate the invitation, Miss Wonton, but I'm not a huge fan of Szechuan cricket. I may come back one day, though, if my pet tarantula needs feeding.
Will you look at who's here? It's my old pal from high school. How are you doing, bud? Good. You know, I remember back in our high school days when we were just a big senior and I was just a little big freshman. Remember? And I wanted to join the football team so bad, and I came up to you on the first day of school and I said, "Hello, my name is Otis." And you know what he said to me? "Get out of my face, you worm!"
See, I remember these things. I don't mind saying Miss Wonton's not this individual. I didn't. You're in a good business, though, even with all the bugs. You just remember that the next time your April starts to move. I moved on to the local gym where Rachel Stimmons was fighting to the oldies along with her rowing class.
Everybody out!
Rachel was winning the vote. She was rather hard to Oh, we got a bunch of concentrated. Oh, Miss Stimmons, this is
Tony, we were just going to take it out now, please.
What? Oh, well, excuse me. I want to ask you a couple of friends about your friend Bertha.
Oh, yeah, Big Bertha. Isn't that a shame? You know, she was on her way to becoming the thin, beautiful person we all knew was inside of her.
I see. Well, tell me about your relationship. How long were you really friends?
Oh, we've been friends since high school. As a matter of fact, I even used to date her husband.
That's,
Before they were married.
Oh, yeah.
Can you believe that?
No, I didn't realize that.
But anyways, if you don't have any more questions, Mr. Duckfeather, I do have class.
No, I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Hi. Otis Langfeather. What's your name? Do you mind asking a couple of questions? Do you mind answering a couple of questions? Do you like potato chips? Do you like TV? Do you like to eat potato chips while watching TV? Do you like to eat TV while watching potato chips? You haven't tried that? Thanks, you've been the most helpful to me so far. Well, I was tired and frustrated, and I also happen to know that my wife, Tammy Hilfiger, was Bertha Holstein's personal seamstress.
Holstein.
So I went home to kick back and told women my wife a couple of questions.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Otis. How are you doing today?
Oh,
Stand still.
could be better.
Why is that?
Well, you know, it's this whole Bertha Holstein thing. Holstein, you're...
Holstein, you're right.
It's really getting to be more trouble than it's worth.
Oh, well, why is that?
I don't know, I'm just not getting anywhere. Hey, you were a seamstress. Do you know anything? And do you know why you did kill yourself?
No, I don't know anything. You know, she's a seamstress. Heck, we weren't best friends. I hardly even knew her.
Well, okay. Did she ever talk to you about her problems?
I'm her seamstress, Otis, and her hairdresser.
Well, what did you talk about then?
You don't think I did it, do you? Because if that's what you're getting at, you're wrong.
Why are you being so defensive?
Why are you answering my questions with questions?
I just want to know the facts.
My brother Tommy makes people's clothes all the time. Do you think he kills his customers? No.
Oh, honey, I don't think you killed her. Much.
I don't have time for this. Get out of
Oh,
here.
honey, I'll be a good boy. Don't
Get
throw me out again.
out.
Now, come on, you didn't kill her just a little bit.
Out. I didn't do it.
I want my golf clubs.
Fine.
No. My wife kicked me out of the house, and nowhere else to put it except my office. So I decided to go back and call the psychic hotline for help. Actually, I was going to call another hotline, but I accidentally That depends. And you are?
I am Madame Zareld, cosmic advisor, psychic interpreter, member of the Psychotic Friends Network. Here's my card.
Well, maybe you can help me with this case. You see, I'm working on the...
Wait. I'm seeing something.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
You
Yes.
and me.
Oh, yes.
Our souls melding.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
Passionate. Unending. Now it's past. Wait. I'm seeing something.
Yeah.
I see.
Uh-huh.
I see. Otis, sweetheart. Is she the other woman?
No.
Okay, well
see you tonight at home.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
Hello.
Hello, maintenance?
Wait! I'm seeing something.
What?
I see.
What?
I see.
Come on.
A great mystery.
Oh, well, that's news to me.
I see.
What?
I see.
Yes?
A murder.
What kind of a psychic are you anyway? Everybody knows it was a suicide, not a murder.
I see. A gunshot. Beating. Strangulation and hit and run.
Yeah, I saw that too, sister. Thanks a lot. I hope you guys.
And you think it was a suicide?
I think that the evidence clearly points to a suicide.
I definitely think you could use my help.
Okay.
We could work very closely together.
I think so too.
If you ever need me, all you have to do is whistle. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just put your lips together. Blow. Wait! I'm seeing something.
And?
I see. I see.
Come on.
It is. I know who did it. I know who the murderer is.
Well, please, before you fall, could you tell me what? That's the fifth narcoleptic psychic that's been in my office. Hello, Roscoe. Now, put down the bear claw. Do you know what it's like to be a failure? Do you have any idea what it's like to wake up in the morning, roll out of bed, look at yourself in the mirror and go, gee, what a loser? That's exactly how I felt about the Bertha Holstein case. There wasn't any murder as far as I could see. That freakish array of suspects I'd interviewed hadn't helped me to crack the case. I began thinking about Miss Honeydew's promise. Was any reward worth the amount of crap I'd been through?
Hello, Otis.
Never mind what I said before it's worth it. Say, for a woman your size, you sure do put away a lot of grub.
It's a great way to relieve stress. And Lord knows I've been under plenty of stress since my sister's murder.
Hey, lady, I got news for you. The folks I interviewed were about as guilty as a bunch of Quakers. I've reviewed the case over and over, and I just can't find any trace of foul play.
Oh, Donkey, you're so incredibly stupid. How could a 500-pound woman beat, shoot, strangle, and run over herself all at the same time?
Well, granted, it would take some careful planning, but
This
it...
case reeks of foul play. No one loved my sister. She was completely intolerable. Take Ferdinand, the butler, for example. He was constantly forced to slave away in the kitchen while she sat on the couch and ate bonbons. One time when he was scrubbing the floor, Bertha mistook him for a chair. You can guess what happened.
Ouch.
It was pretty bad. Yeah. And what about Lana Pinero? She took my sister to play bridge every Tuesday in her Cadillac. One afternoon, Bertha broke the springs in the back seat of her new Cadillac. She was furious.
Yeah, no kidding. You know, she wouldn't let me wash my hands in her bathroom. She was afraid I'd get her so dirty. But, no, she didn't tell me about that Cadillac incident.
And I'm sure that Rachel Stimmons didn't mention that when Fred fell for Bertha during their high school years, she was so enraged that she would have killed to get him back.
Love triangles. I know what that's like.
And even dear old Mrs. Wonton hated her. She would come here and eat for hours on end, causing Mrs. Wonton to lose money. Bertha took the phrase, all you can eat, much too far. And what about your wife?
Tammy? What about her?
Yeah. Have you ever asked your wife about her work? Have you ever asked her what it's like to measure someone weighing 500 pounds? Ever measure a circus elephant?
Okay, but that's no reason to kill somebody.
Bertha always complained ungratefully to Tammy how she could never get her dress size quite right.
That's because there aren't enough cotton fields in America to produce it.
Oh, Ducky, I'm sure that if you were just to dig a little deeper, you could find the truth. Call me crazy, but I don't believe you're a total monster. I have faith in you, Ducky. Don't let me down.
What a day. They just don't make them like that anymore. Honey persuaded me to take the case a little further. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. Maybe there was something I had overlooked. I decided to go back to my office and review my files once again. My office was a little messy, as it had been 2 weeks since I started on the case. Oh, jeez. Holy cow! How in the name of Humphrey Bogart did you get in here?
I haven't left.
Wait a second, are you telling me that... You mean Roscoe never... Are you saying that you've been lying in my office for 2 weeks?
You never noticed.
No! Whoa, I noticed, but I thought you were just another pile of my laundry.
Laundry indeed. Don't you realize that while I've been lying here, visions from the world beyond have crept into the innermost corners of my mind and have been tearing at the very roots of my soul?
No, I didn't realize that.
Yes. Spirits from another one have battled with my aura and I make one.
Well, that's good. I was afraid maybe you were nuts, you know.
Do not chastise me, detective, lest the gruesome elder veins and parts beyond terrify your essence and play ping pong.
Yeah, I'd hate to be molested by a gruesome elder thing. And speaking of mines, have you considered investing in a new one lately?
I'm getting a vision. I see.
Yes.
I see.
Why?
A church with a huge steeple. Open it up.
And there's the people, those wacky spirits.
I see a memorial service. Yes, that is it. And I see a huge urn.
Wait a minute. How huge?
It is as if Shamu has died.
Gotta be Bertha. Keep going.
I see faces, guilty faces and bloodstained hands.
You're kidding. Go on.
I see.
Oh, no.
I see.
What?
I know who did it. I know who the murderer is.
Yeah, but you're not gonna tell me because any second now you're gonna faint.
No.
No? Well, then tell me who it was before I lapsed into a coma.
There's no time now. We must get to the memorial.
I knew you weren't gonna tell me.
Quick, call a taxi.
Taxi, I thought we might take your flying carpenter. This is the shop.
Left us craving truth for minds. Through the years, we've grown to love her. Bertha's loyalty to Miss Wonton and her restaurant encourages us to never stop indulging in our desires. Bertha became an enormous part of this community. She and Lyle Dollars ran for city council. She and Lyle Dinero ran for city council. Bertha, being elected, showed us all that God knew 100% behind her. I remember one of Bertha's proudest moments, being a runway model in Tammy Hilfiger's fashion show.
We're maybe to that, I say.
Shut up!
Bertha proudly pranced in her original design by Goodyear. It was at that moment that we all realized she took up so much space in each of our hearts. Back in 1989, when Ferdinand was injured, Bertha came to church to express her distress over his injuries. That's when I realized Bertha's appetite for spiritual growth never ceased to expand. The loss of this great woman is immeasurable. To those responsible for her demise, read Ezekiel 25:17. You shall reap the havoc of God's anger if you do not repent. God is all-encompassing in his love if you but bring your sins to his door. Stand before us now and confess this hideous crime, or stand within the gates of hell and your judgment day.
Roscoe, lock the doors.
No, it wasn't me.
Hold on a second. Shut up!
Do it.
Thanks. Now hold on just a darn minute here. I'm beginning to think that Bertha Holstein was murdered.
Holstein! God.
Do any of you people have something you want to tell me?
Oh, God, forgive me. I did it. I killed Bertha. She was beginning to ignore me. She was spending less and less time with me. She spent more time with the refrigerator than with me. I had to kill her.
How friendly.
I've always been fascinated with murder. So, I simply drove her in my husband's Hummer to that crazy 10K race and waited. 2 hours after everyone had crossed the finish line, I drove to look for her. It was getting dark, but I easily spotted her lying at the side of the road. I figured she'd passed out from the 10 yards she'd waddled. As I drove nearer, thoughts of how she'd avoided and mistreated my wonderful attempts at friendship came rushing through my mind. I drove faster and faster toward her until...
Okay, lady, calm down, okay? Roscoe,
No, forgive me,
take her.
please.
Shut up. You're going to jail.
No, I wanted Carol.
Okay, folks, well, I'm glad we solved this little mystery, and if you all will adjourn to the lobby, drinks are on me.
To heck with it all. She couldn't have done it because I did it. I killed the fat lady. All she ever did was complain about how stupid and incompetent I was. The floor of my dressing room was piled with designer slacks she had destroyed. I tried to tell her she wasn't a size 6, but she wouldn't listen. She took all the time I actually saw her in her underwear. Well, when I heard she had entered the 10K race, I decided to run as well. It would give me the perfect chance to go after her. So I gave her a couple of hours head start. When I went jogging past, there she was, lying on the side of the road. Figured the undersized jogging suit she made me make for her cut off her circulation. So when I found her there, I looked around. There wasn't anybody there. So I took my tape measure from around my waist. I wrapped it around her big, fat neck and strangled her. It was that easy. It took about 15 minutes. Nearly broke my tape measure. But it was worth it after all the misery she put me through. Afterwards, I ripped the label from the back of her shirt. She never liked wearing my clothes while she was alive, so I certainly wasn't going to have her wearing them while she was dead.
Say it ain't so, sweetheart.
Oh, Otis, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Come visit me in the big house.
I will.
Otis, are you okay?
I just need some time to myself. Oh, I needed that. Okay, what's yours? Aha! I knew you had to have your crummy mallet-clutching paws in this. The butler is always guilty.
Yes, I did it. All they ever did was cook and buy food so that she could stuff that never-ending black hole she called a mouth.
Won't be eating this anymore.
Yes. Yes, the guilt still weighs upon my shoulders every day. Thinking of how I came across her found pill-like body lying in the road. I yelled, "Delia, old fat woman!" and loved that planetoid-like head.
It had its own solar system.
Yes.
Ba-doom-tsh. Okay. Well, I'm glad we solved this little murder. We found out it was not one person who did it, but three. So,
How could any of you have done it? I did it. I thought maybe if she were out of the picture that I'd have another chance with her husband. Fred. So I decided to run in the race. And when I left her for the third time, she was just lying in the middle of the road. That lazy slob that she was. So I was just going to give her a shot of B12 for some energy, but I accidentally got a little bit of air in the needle. And so I shot air into her blood. But it was an accident. And I probably would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you, you meddling detective that took me to jail.
No, you don't seem to understand. When you kill people, you go to jail. Roscoe. She must have been a female wrestler. Well, okay, folks, I'm glad that we can bring this case to a conclusion. So it, oh my God, it's pathetic.
Yes, I killed Berta. Will she come every week to my all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet? I say to her, you've been here 4 hours. Why you be here 4 hours? Go now. But she never go. She was putting me out of business. So I poisoned her with my refreshment drink I cater for the race. No more egg rolls. No more chopsticks.
There's going to be a crowded jail tonight, I can tell you. Okay, does anybody else want to fess up? No? Good. Bye-bye. Who turned out the lights?
Wait. I see a man. A man who can shed light on this great mystery.
Nice maniac. Roscoe, I thought I told you to lock the door.
I did, boss.
Well, evidently you bungled again. I mean, he is in here, isn't he?
Do I have to do everything for you, Roscoe?
And you are? Oh, that's great. That's just dandy. That's all we need. Some terminally ill person to be killed as well.
Plastic surgeon.
Oh, well, that is a relief. Now, why are you here?
About 6 months ago, a very large woman came into my office. She said she had a scam to cheat her insurance company out of $15 million. She said her husband had come up with a plan to change her appearance, her skin, and fat reduction. Before she could do this, she had to kill her hermaphilic twin sister, Edna, while she ran in the race. She was in contrary ID on Edna's body. I returned to my office for the surgery. She said that there were people who would love to see her dead and that they would be blamed. It seemed like the perfect plan. However, she did not show up to give me my cut of the money, so I'm here to turn her in for the murder of Edna Angus.
Wait a second. Now, okay, hold on. If Edna Angus was the person who was killed, and these people really had nothing to do with it, then who was the woman who came into your office? What? Hey, wait a minute! Hold on, you two! Roscoe! Hold on, Roscoe, bring him up here.
Well, shut up, you harlot. Unhand me, you toad.
Wait a minute, what in the Sam Hill is going on here? Why are you so smart all of a sudden?
Oh, that stupid jock bit was merely a ruse. I never played football. I went to Cambridge.
By Jove, my cousin Chatsworth went to Cambridge.
Really? Shut up! So you're not really married to Bertha Holstein?
Yes, I am, because this is the real Bertha Holstein.
No, I'm not.
I can prove it.
No, you don't. Everyone get your hands up. Now then, Dumbfeather, I'm gonna plug you for all the trouble you caused me. I would have gotten away with my little scam if it hadn't been for you and this stupid psychic husband. But sometimes things just don't work out. So now I'm gonna have to go for it.
I'd really rather you didn't. Hey, well, looky here. Roscoe, you remembered your gun.
Yeah. I was putting my nose by mistake.
Well, point it at her, you stooge.
Grab it.
I'm not Bertha, you can't prove anything.
Wait. I'm seeing something. I'm seeing.
What is it?
A two.
That narcoleptic psychic in my life, pretty young.
I see a two.
What?
A two.
What?
A two.
Two what? Two people, two things, two turtle doves?
A tattoo.
The one I got from Nate?
Yes. First one has my name, tattooed on her posterior. Now, all that is left is a baby.
Oh, jeez, for the love of kumquats! Man, that is some nice name word.
Okay, okay. I killed my twin sister Edna and planted my identity on her. I knew that no one knew her, so it seemed like the perfect crime. I came to your office to prove to you that it was murder, so right here, collect my $15 million insurance policy. I figured all these people wanted me dead, so I could easily frame them for the murder that I committed.
Excuse me, the bus is getting back to my house.
Thank you for all of your help, Doctor.
You're welcome. Please, stop by sometime. I could do so much with that nose.
Well, we better get this bunch up in the jailhouse for attempted murder.
Be gentle with me, you big animal.
Well, sweetheart, where are we going here?
You know, with your wife in jail, you're going to be awfully lonely. We go back to my place and read each other's minds.
How about dinner first?
Okay, where do you want to go?
We don't have to go anywhere. I've got half a hoagie. But you know, they didn't put any pepper on it like I asked them to, so I'm gonna have to look around and see. Oh, God, that's a big pepper shaker.
No.
What? What? Big plates. They're good.
Mr. Minimum cheese, you want some? They're very good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You think you could help me with poor Miss Edna Angus?
Sure, where is she?
She's in the heart.
She's in the urn. She's in the urn. That was an urn.
Oh, I don't feel so good. I think I'm